So what's Croatia like in the winter? I've been here now 2 years, so I've got to experience both the good, the bad and the ugly of the summer and the winter. And these are my opinions on the winter here. Now, I'm not a big fan of winter in general. I spent most of my life in the UK, where it's mainly rainy and cold over there. Now, when I refer to Croatia, I'm going to be talking about Dalmatia because this is where I am and this is where all my experience comes from. So the biggest problem in Croatia for me is the wind. Now, the locals all call this wind called bura healthy. Now, it may be healthy, but this thing is super powerful. Like, I've never experienced wind like it before. When I first got the house, I literally thought my house was gonna fly away. Honestly, it's that strong. The gusts are unbelievably powerful. Now, when you stand outside and you're literally getting pushed around by the wind, obviously for kids it's even more crazy. One of the funniest experiences was we had like a dollhouse outside. It was like for children, you know. It was probably about half the size of me, and this thing weighed a lot. It weighed like, I don't know, potentially 20 kilograms, so it did weigh a lot to carry around. But we left it outside, and during this very strong wind, it basically took the whole house, blew it, smashed it into a million pieces. And in the morning I found bits of the child's playhouse stuck in trees. So yeah, I don't know if that's for all parts of Croatia, but I'm kind of near the mountain range Velebit, where a lot of wind comes over those mountains, and it's very cold, you know. It's probably like 1 degree, but then with the wind it feels like -10, swear to God. Second problem is, if you are kind of idealizing a life here in Croatia, there is a struggle in the winter when it comes to island life, for instance. No one lives on the islands pretty much in the winter. So if you do have a house there, you'll probably find that there's no restaurants open, hardly any shops are open, and there's no real life around you, because all you have to compare it to is life in the summer when everything is great. That being said, some of the cities there, obviously everything's open as usual. You will find things that are closed for winter, but you'll also find areas that are close to the sea, sort of like houses that are first row to the sea, that you might think, oh, these are really nice. And then you might find that they're all empty during the winter and they're all vacant because all the owners are somewhere else in the summer. That being said, if you do find a really clear day which is sunny, it's nice and warm, sometimes it ranges. The last few days have been like 16 degrees. It can be quite warm here in the winter, but it can go to about -3 as well. And if you can find a good day which is sunny, it's just beautiful to get out if you can catch a day where the wind isn't crazy. And also it's quite rainy here as well during the winter season. There is a month of like November and December, which I would say 80% of the time it was raining. Now it's kind of stopped, but it was raining a hell of a lot of the time during those times. Regarding activities and events, there isn't too much stuff to do. During Christmas, they usually have quite a lot of events going on, but during the winter months, there isn't anything mainly outside really to attend. So most of those events and activities are in the summer. I always reflect on winter as being part of like build season, where you huddle down, you get in your house and you kind of like build on your businesses or build on your work or whatever you're doing. Enjoy family time inside more. But for me, I would love to have more of an active lifestyle in the winter months.